From iRobot to Terminator, humanity has always wondered what would happen if, or perhaps when, machines would gain self-awareness. Maybe they would become like Star Wars droids, and become just like any other humanoid. Or maybe they would send killer robots back in time to kill the mother of the human resistance leader. So today, let's look at another one of those stories that just so happens to be a first-person shooter game. Industria. East Berlin, 1989, a place with a political climate that is about to implode. The border between the split city of Berlin is about to collapse. We take on the role of Nora, who awakes to a call from her partner Walter, telling her that the AI of their lab is going crazy. Against the wishes of Walter, Nora heads to the lab to find out what is going on. Walter is nowhere to be found, so Nora makes her way through the facility to the large, mysterious machine in one of the chambers and activates it. Nora is sent to a strange dreamlike library with imagery that's more mysterious than the machine that we just activated. After making her way through this place, Nora ends up in an overgrown factory of sorts. Still, no Walter, so the search continues. Along the way, we meet Brent, our radio companion, where we learn that we were sent 20 years into the future in a robot-overrun world. Now we have to attempt to unravel the mysteries here. Emphasis on attempt, as the game will answer one question with 10 more. Industria prides itself on the idea that it is a game to be compared with the likes of Half-Life or BioShock in both feel and play. When it comes to the feel, the game blows it out of the water. An intricately built world with minute details all over that express so much. This isn't some randomly generated set piece. This is crafted. Lighting, sound design, level layout, it all feels like a ton of love went into it. Each area is a dystopian wonderland to explore. Even the areas where darkness is thick and requires the use of the flashlight mechanic, it is still looking stunning. In some parts of the game, you can look out into the city and see how expansive this world looks, and even get a glimpse at some colossal humanoid creature. Gameplay is not as intricate. Not to say that it's bad, but it's certainly lacking. Throughout the game, you'll be equipped with a pickaxe, pistol, shotgun, SMG, and bolt-action sniper. Each feel and sound great. Shooting each gun is solid, and each has their own use when the time comes in the game. Shotguns can deal with close encounters. The sniper can pick off enemies from a distance, and the pickaxe allows you to break crates to collect more ammo. Much like in any other FPS adventure game, ammo is limited and sometimes can be sparse. Exploring the world can net you more ammo if you look in the right places. Managing how much ammo you use is key to being able to move forward. You could go guns blazing and spam at everything that moves, or you can strategize how and when you use certain weapons. What is a weapon mechanic if there's nothing to shoot at? Luckily, there are a few enemy types that fill that void. There's these bipedal robots that pose little threat, but they're sometimes thrown at the player in big numbers. They just walk at the player and smack them up. There is an enemy that works much like the Hound Eyes from Half-Life. That is, they run up to the player and they give off a blast. Granted, they blast once and then they are destroyed, but they can cause a nasty bit of damage. Some robots even shoot at the player, giving some ranged fights to deal with. We have these puppet-like robots that are faster and more powerful than their bipedal brothers. They sprint at the player and can be a force to reckon with alone. Other gameplay elements can be found in this game as well. An inventory system is present to store certain items for puzzles or secrets. Puzzles, a mainstay in many adventure FPS games, will be required to solve to progress through the game. Health items can be collected and used when needed, but only 3 healing items can be held at once, forcing the player to use them at proper times. Does this game hold up? Yes. What does it hold up? Well, not much. Industria is a fantastic game, don't get me wrong, but the greatest weakness of this game is the length of the game, coupled with how good it is. You can complete Industria in 3 to 5 hours, and then that's it. Not too much replay value other than maybe a harder mode and collecting achievements. You see it once, you've seen it all. It's like a movie. If you've ever left a fantastic movie longing for more to see, then that's exactly the feeling you'll get from Industria. It ends far too soon. What feels like the mid-game is actually the end, and that end answers so little of what you were expecting to find out. Being short is not, by itself, a bad thing for most games, but for as good as Industria is, I really wish they would release the full game, because this just feels like a demo. With all that in mind, I can say that this game is silver-lined. This game is fantastic, and I absolutely love it, but I cannot get the feeling out of my gut that I need more. More game, more story, more fun. If the devs at Bleak Mill were to release DLC to tell more of the story and allow us to explore more of the world, then Industria would be 10 times better. Hey Bleak Mill, if you need a programmer to join your team for DLC, I'm available for hire.
Just pray.